Hello there.
The Emperor has been expecting you.
What is up, everybody? Josh here with Lorgasm, and today let's talk about some Doctor Who.
Oh, brilliant.
Doctor Who released a New Year's Day special, and we're going to do a quick recap of it, and I'll let you know my feelings on it.
Spoilers!
Alright, so this episode was Revolution of the Daleks. This takes place starting off right after the last New Year's special resolution, when they blew up a Dalek.
Is it dead?
A company came to transport it to lock it up in a facility. Then when the guy driving the truck to the facility was on his way there, he stopped for some coffee. He got knocked out, thrown in the back, and they took the Dalek. And then it cuts to a year later, and it turns out the future Prime Minister is working with Jack Roberts, the businessman from the Arachnids in the UK episode.
No, this can't be happening.
And they're working on building security droids with the Dalek blueprint to help protect the UK. And then we cut over to the Doctor, and she is locked up in jail, which is from the finale of last season when the Jadoon popped up in her TARDIS and arrested her.
What?
Jadoon Cold Case Unit. Fugitive, the Doctor. Sentence, whole of life imprisonment. Maximum security facility.
What?
She said she's been there for centuries. I think she said centuries, so more than 10 years. That'd probably be like more than 20 years. And then we get Jack Harkness back again.
You miss me, right?
He busts her out of jail. While she's in jail, we see a few of our favorite little creatures, like there was a weeping angel, there was silence, there was a ood. There were two more that I don't remember what they are. One was like the little dude that liked to eat everything on the ship, and I don't remember what the last one was. Then we get Jack, who said he got arrested and he's been spending the past 9 years trying to get into the cell next to her so he could bust her out. They end up using this bubble thing to run through the whole prison back to his cell, and then he has his vortex manipulator and he gets her back to the TARDIS, and then she shows back up on Earth, where Ryan, Graham, and Yaz are trying to work on a way to stop Jack Roberts from building Daleks, because they don't know that they're just droids for now. Then we cut over to Jack Roberts and his head scientist that's been working on the Dalek, swabbed the original Dalek and found Dalek DNA.
A DNA strand, like me, is a blueprint for building a living thing.
So he cloned it and grew it, and Jack Roberts told him to get rid of it, and when he went to go get rid of it, the Dalek attached itself to the scientist, made him go to Japan and start growing and farming thousands more. And these are just, you know, the Dalek mutated octopus thing, not with their shells yet. So then the Doctor searched in the TARDIS. He had a machine that searched for any Dalek DNA on Earth. They saw it was in Japan. So then Yaz and Jack go to Japan and then find the Dalek farm. And at the same time, the Doctor, Graham, and Ryan go to Jack Roberts' Dalek building facility to find out what was going on and why he's messing with Daleks. He has no clue what they're talking about. He's just building droids. So then they take him to the Dalek farm, and the Daleks all start disappearing and ending up in the droids that they have secretly been manipulating to be built with actual lasers instead of just water squirting and noise frequencies and smoke grenades. Now they have like their lasers, and then they start killing everybody. They kill the Prime Minister. They kill random people on the streets.
I killed them all. And not just the men, but the women and the children too.
You know, just doing the Dalek thing. So then the Doctor comes up with the idea to get rid of these Daleks because they're mutations. She's gonna go into the time vortex and send a message to actual Daleks, purebred Daleks, to come to Earth at this specific time because there's mutated Daleks. So then they show up, and then it's Dalek versus Dalek, zappy zaps. Jack Roberts tries to switch sides and join the Daleks. He lets them know that the Doctor set this whole thing up. At that point, Jack, Ryan, and Graham go onto the Dalek ship and start planting bombs everywhere because they have a plan that once the Daleks go to leave, they're just going to blow up the ship. But because Jack Roberts ruined the plan by letting them know that the Doctor was there, they had to switch up the plan. So the Doctor goes and takes the second TARDIS that is on Earth that the trio used to get home last time, and she sets it up to where she's a hologram within it to lure all the Daleks that are still on Earth in there to attack her. But since she's a hologram, she had the TARDIS set to go into the void and fold in on itself to destroy all of them. And at the same time she did that, Jack, Ryan, and Graham grab the other Jack and vortex manipulate themselves out of the Dalek ship back in the TARDIS, and then they blow the Dalek ship up. So all the Daleks in this episode are dead. Obviously they're never going to get rid of the Daleks for good. Jack Roberts lies to the news and says he's the hero who confronted the Daleks, so now there's like a future president in the United States run for him. So Jack Harkness decides to stay on Earth at this time and catch up with Gwen Cooper. If you don't remember who that is, she is the semi-main character of Torchwood. So then Yaz, Ryan, and Graham are on the TARDIS with the Doctor, and she's like, let's go. And then Ryan's like, hold up, I kind of want to stay here. Like, it's fun going with you, but I feel like I need to protect Earth now. Graham was like, yeah, let's go, but then since Ryan's staying, he's gonna stay because it's family and he wants to stay with them. And then Yaz is like, yes, let's go. There's a group hug, and then the Doctor gives Ryan and Graham both a psychic paper thing, so they're probably gonna make a buddy cop show with them too, which would be pretty cool. And then Doctor and Yaz take off, and then it ends with Graham teaching Ryan how to ride a bike, and then they look up at the sun and they see Grace watching over them. So yeah, that's the end of the episode. I really liked it. I'd give it definitely a 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10? Yeah, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. I loved it. Jodie definitely did a great job at playing the Doctor, of course. Jack Harkness being back, good old face of Bo, solid. They had nice banter. She was asking him if he had work done, and he said, you're one to talk, because obviously she's a woman now. There's some nice character moments, like when the Doctor showed back up in front of the trio, Yaz pushed her because she was sad and had to deal with her emotions because she's in love with the Doctor, as most new companions are. And it had been like 10 months since they've seen the Doctor, so she was upset. When she was in Osaka with Jack, she was asking him how he dealt with losing the Doctor, and he said it's not about how you feel when you lose the Doctor, it's about how you feel when you're with the Doctor. That was dope. And then Ryan and the Doctor had the heart about how he needs to figure out like what he wants to do and stuff, and the Doctor said she wants to figure out who she really is based off the revelation that happened in The Timeless Child. And Graham was just Graham, you know, he's a funny old guy that tries to connect with him. He was definitely my favorite of the trio, so that's it's a little upsetting that he's out now, but I hope they do a Ryan and Graham buddy cop show, because that would be hilarious. Yeah, solid 10 out of 10 for me. Loved the episode, loved Doctor Who. Wasn't boring at all. I was entertained throughout the whole episode. It was funny, it was emotional, solid. So that's all I have for you guys today. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.